You are not tired because you are lazy. You sleep, you rest, you try to recover. But what if your body is saying, I have been strong for too long? Chronic fatigue is not laziness, and it is not weakness. Sometimes the body gets tired because it has carried too much for too long. Not just one hard day, not just one stressful week, but years of pressure. Years of staying strong, being responsible, and quietly falling apart inside. Maybe you are not lazy. Maybe your whole system has been overloaded. Maybe your body is not against you. Maybe it is trying to get your attention. There is a kind of tiredness that sleep alone does not remove. It feels deeper than the muscles, deeper than the eyes, deeper than normal fatigue. It feels like your whole body is begging for permission to stop. But life keeps asking you to keep going as if nothing is wrong. You wake up tired, you move through the day, still tired. And even when you finally rest, something inside still feels tense. This is not always weakness. Sometimes it is survival. Your body may have spent years living in responsibility mode, always thinking ahead, always preparing, always solving the next problem, always being the person who handles everything, even when you feel empty inside. And when the nervous system stays in that mode for too long, it slowly forgets how to fully recover. You may sleep, but not truly relax. You may rest, but not reset. Because your body is lying down, but your inner pressure is still awake. Chronic fatigue can feel like living under an invisible weight. People may see your face, but not the effort behind it. They may say, just sleep more, or try to think positive. But they do not feel what it costs you just to function. They do not feel the heaviness before your day even begins. They do not know how much energy it takes just to look normal. People who are tired like this do not need judgment. They need understanding. They need attention. They need real care. Fatigue is often treated like a problem of character, but sometimes it is the body saying, I cannot keep living like this. Not because you are weak, but because you have carried too much. Think of a phone always running in the background. Too many apps open, too many alerts, too much heat. Even when you charge it, the battery still drains too quickly. The problem is not only the battery, it is what keeps using the energy. The human nervous system can work in a similar way. If your mind is always worrying, planning, watching, and protecting, your body never fully receives the message that it is safe. So even during rest, your system may stay half alert. You may sit on the sofa, but still feel pressure in your chest. You may close your eyes, but your thoughts keep moving. You may take a day off, but still feel guilty for stopping. And guilt can turn rest into another kind of stress. Your body is trying to recover, while your inner voice keeps saying, you should be doing more. This is one of the hidden traps of chronic fatigue. Rest alone may not help if the pressure inside never stops. You can sleep 8 hours and still wake up heavy. You can take a weekend off and still feel empty because the body needs more than time away from work. It needs safety. It needs gentleness. It needs permission to slow down. It needs to know your worth is not only what you do for others. For many people, fatigue begins long before the body collapses. It begins when personal needs are ignored again and again. When you need peace, but keep feeding responsibility. When you need support, but keep telling everyone you are fine. When you need to say no, but say yes to avoid conflict. When you need rest, but keep pushing because people depend on you. And little by little, your body begins to keep the score. At first, it may speak quietly through small signs. A heavy morning, a foggy mind, a body that feels slower than usual. Then motivation drops. People feel harder to face. Simple tasks feel heavy. You may even begin to feel ashamed of your tiredness. You may ask yourself, what is wrong with me? But maybe the better question is, what has been too much for me? Because fatigue is not always a lack of discipline. Sometimes it is the weight of emotions carried for too long. The weight of being responsible for everyone. The weight of hiding fear, sadness, disappointment, and pressure. The weight of staying calm when inside you feel overwhelmed. The weight of being needed, but not always supported. And when this continues for years, the body adapts. It learns to keep going even when it is tired. It learns to ignore signals because stopping does not feel allowed. It learns to push through tension, poor sleep, and emotional heaviness until one day, pushing through no longer works. And then fatigue becomes the body's protest. Not a punishment, not a failure, a message. A message that says, please pay attention to me. A message that says, I have carried enough without care. A message that says, something in this life needs to change. But this does not mean everything is only emotional. Constant fatigue should always be taken seriously and properly evaluated. If tiredness continues, do not ignore it, and do not diagnose yourself online. Speak with a qualified medical professional and check possible physical causes. Blood tests may be needed to understand what is happening inside the body. Thyroid problems can affect energy, mood, body temperature, and metabolism. Iron, vitamin B12, vitamin D, and other deficiencies can also contribute to fatigue. Sleep problems can leave the body exhausted, even after many hours in bed. Infections, inflammation, hormonal changes, medication effects, and other conditions may play a role. So the first step is not to blame yourself. The first step is to listen carefully and check properly. It is too simple to say, it is only stress, and it is too unfair to say, it is only laziness. The truth may be more complex and much more human. Sometimes, the body is physically depleted. Sometimes, the nervous system is emotionally exhausted. And sometimes, both are happening at the same time. That is why real healing begins with respect for the signal, not panic, not shame, but respect, curiosity, and honesty. Ask yourself gently, where have I been carrying too much? Where have I ignored my own needs for too long? Where do I keep saying yes while my body is saying no? Where do I rest physically, but still pressure myself emotionally? These questions are not here to blame you. They are here to help you finally hear yourself. Many exhausted people are not failing at life. They are trying to live without enough recovery, support, or emotional space. They are running on duty, fear, guilt, and responsibility, and the body cannot live forever on pressure alone. At some point, the body begins to ask for a different kind of care. Not just more sleep, but less inner war. Not just one free evening, but a safer rhythm of life. Not just silence around you, but quiet inside you. This is why fatigue can feel so confusing. You may rest, but still feel tired, because your mind keeps pushing. You may lie down, but still feel responsible for everything. You may close your eyes, but still carry tomorrow, yesterday, and everyone else. And the body says, I cannot recover while I still feel under pressure. The pressure may be emotional, financial, family-related, or never spoken out loud. It may be the feeling that you are never allowed to fall apart. It may be the belief that your needs matter less than everyone else's. And over time, that belief becomes exhausting. Every ignored need still asks to be heard. Every swallowed emotion still takes energy to hold inside. Every forced smile still costs something. Every I'm fine may hide a body quietly asking for honesty. So if you feel deeply tired, please hear this clearly. You are not lazy for needing care. You are not weak for feeling drained. You are not broken because your body is asking for attention. Your fatigue matters now. Your body matters now. Listen to it with care, seek proper help, and stop blaming yourself